Why do we need to go to Mass? Now, non-Catholics, God bless them, they don't have this rule because, and I understand this, they don't want it to look like this is a burden or an obligation. Therefore, you shouldn't have to be told to go to Mass or that you're committing a sin, right? And I understand that. I completely understand that. I see that as being very, very understandable. But what's the Catholic viewpoint on why we are required to go to Mass? Okay? Now, what does any good parent do to their child or for their child day in, day out, day after day after day? They clean them and they feed them. You don't look at your little child with a full diaper and say, you know what, I just changed your diaper last Tuesday. I'm not changing it again today. You would never say that. A good parent is going to be constantly cleaning your baby. We are babies of God. We are children of God. We are not adults of God. We are children of God. If that's the case, and our bodies need to be cleaned, why not our souls? If our bodies need to be cleaned, so do our souls need to be cleaned, right? Therefore, we need confession. Secondly, the parent feeds their child. You don't look at your child who says, Mom, I'm hungry. You just ate last Tuesday. I'm not making you dinner. You just ate last Tuesday. Of course not. You make that food for your children. Now, if your body needs to eat, why is it so crazy to think our soul doesn't need food? Our soul needs nourishment. Now, what would you do as a good parent if your child all of a sudden hadn't eaten for 2 days? Wouldn't you do anything to get that child to eat? I bet you'd force feed that child. I bet you would. You would. Why then do we get angry with the church through the revelation of God by saying you have to go to Mass to receive Holy Communion, to be fed? Why are we telling the church, how dare you? You do the same thing if your child wasn't eating. You would make sure they ate. And God is doing the same thing through His church to make sure your souls are fed.